Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky, home to the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Big Red is here ready to lead these fans to victory. They're eager to get this clash underway. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hilltoppers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Groupers' offense will get first crack at it here. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Off play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The Groupers will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Western Kentucky's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back?
It's a running room. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Now the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, WKU.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes his man miss. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the groupers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Creates a little room. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. The groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense playing a silent football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the groupers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Touch pass on the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hilltoppers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, a lot of space. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. There
he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Finding an escape route. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's the heat. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Makes the catch. It's Henry. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get into more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The option look. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. A design run for the quarterback. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. And now on 2nd down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. At the 45, on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
And the groupers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the option. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They think there's room to run to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Groupers.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back, seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's loose. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run.
Going for the big play. Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space, it's Craig. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Groupers.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line. Running behind that left side. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Breaks the tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to the ground game on the left. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
And the Hilltoppers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Forget the punt. He's going to throw it. Fires to the middle. And he's got it. It's a 1st down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it into the up back, completing the pass.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. Complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Hilltoppers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Hand off from the gun. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. Shake, turning it on. He now has 91 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
fighting off the defender. Nice move to pick up yardage. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The groupers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Number 95, on to kick it away.
Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. The Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Making their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Let's see what they've got on second down. Keeps it on the draw. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Complete to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And the Hilltoppers will have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in your passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
A shot toward the end zone. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to attack another. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Topper.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Running back searching for a hole. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Goes to the option. He'll do it himself. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
The Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires downfield. Pulls it in. Nice pickup. Gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some throws toward the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Out of the end zone. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium. All right.
About ready to get things cranked back up here. And the groupers will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The toss to the outside. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. Got his man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle it.
Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, WKU.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown in the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback running on the draw. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The groupers will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Dan.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Back to pass, it's Parks. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Hutchison. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Hutchinson. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, you don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Wants to keep it in the air. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the run. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1. Lost week 1. They could have gotten down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Utah State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Logan for some time. They're up by 25 over UTEP. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Gets the back moving. Runs through the tackle. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result,
Wide open spaces. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He threw the ball away on 4th down. I guess if you're being charitable, he saved a few yards of field position, but you might want to keep that one alive for a while. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll start this drive going to the air. Still looking on the move. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The groupers have it with a 1st and goal.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, groupers.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Hutchison. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the Hilltoppers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to ride this running back. There he goes. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the 1st down, and really starting to play physical.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Scanning the field, it's Parks. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. An 84-yard drive there. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking for space, it's Craig. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Leaves it with the running back. Early on the Jets.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And another big play by this offense. And if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to...
Touchdown, Topper! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now on the option. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The groupers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the groupers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Tight end now in motion. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The groupers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Groupers.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over New Mexico. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it at the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Hilltoppers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, WKU.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Jeffrey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. This drive will open from the 15. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the groupers will line up to punt it away.
It's fourth down.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Let's go. Break. Single. Set.
They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Working on the right. And they swarm him under.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take them.
It's a running room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel group is there. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
73. Bandits. 31.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Across the 45. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And the Hilltoppers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, a lot of space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. And the returner is stopped. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Groupers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes! He now has 106 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Here comes the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try it again. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. And the Groupers line up to punt it away.
Number 95 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Handoff to the single running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.